Hi, Jane. So let's have a look at what we did yesterday. So first thing is first is the chords, right? So I gave you those four little chord diagrams there, and we did two new ones, and you've already got two of them as well. So the ones we did, the new ones are E minor, right? So that's first finger, second fret on the fifth string, okay? Because this is the first string, this is the sixth. And remember, the names of the strings are E, A, D, G, B, and E. And the way you remember that is Eddie ate dynamite, goodbye Eddie. Okay? So we've got E minor, first finger, second fret on the fifth string, and then second finger, second fret as well on the fourth string. Okay? So now three main things, okay, about how to play when you're playing chords, right? First of all is get them as close to the fret, not on the fret, but as close to the fret as you can get them, all right? So we can't really get this one very close because this finger's in the way, but that's okay. Whatever you can, just get your fingers as close to the fret as you can. Next thing is make sure they're standing up nice and straight on the very tip of your fingers, okay? So not like this or like this on the pads, right? Straight up, standing up straight, okay? So the other thing then is you got to squeeze tight, okay? Hurts a little bit at first, but it won't for long, okay? So here's E minor. Now play it one string at a time just to make sure we're getting it all out. So that's what it should sound like, okay? So you might get something like this. Okay? So that just means you just got to straighten your fingers up a little bit. Make sure they're not touching any other strings, just the one you're holding down. There we go. G. So from here, we're going to get the first finger, this middle finger out of the way. So now the first finger can go right up to the fret. Third fret on the sixth string, your middle finger, and then your third finger, your ring finger, is going on the third fret of the first string. Okay. Now, the ones you've already done are D major, okay, or just D. Right? When it's major, we just call it D. Okay. If it's D minor, then we have to say the minor, and that's where you have the little M next to it. Okay. So first finger, second fret on the G string. Second finger, second fret on the E string, and again, bring the two of them. You kind of have to turn it over this way a little bit to get the two of them right up to the fret, and then your third finger is going between the two of them on the third fret. Okay. Now you really have to make sure with this finger that you're not touching either string on either side. So you got to stand it up straight, okay? And with this one, we don't want to hear the sixth string, okay? So for now, you can just avoid it with your right hand, but the best way to do it is to get your thumb on it and just barely touch it with your thumb, okay? And then we had A major, or just A, right? So that's first finger, second fret on the G string, and we'll bring it up to about halfway because we need to make room. Middle finger goes over it, third finger goes under it. And again, if you can get the thumb up there, that's fine. If you can't, don't worry about it for now. But we'll start it here on the fifth string. Now, we were talking about strumming as well. So if you don't use a pleck, a good way to start off with that is to go down with your fingers, right? So you see the way when I go down with my fingers, you can flick them out a little bit as well, right? But when you do that, then your thumb is right here and your thumb can go back up. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Now, the main thing about strumming is that you have to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up the whole time. No changing, nothing like that. Stopping, starting, speeding up here, slowing down here. It has to be all nice and regular, right? And to get a nice pattern out of it, all you have to do is just skip some of them, right? See the way I'm not hitting all of those, but I stay moving, okay? So a good little strumming pattern we have is going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? So we're going down on the numbers and up on the and, okay? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let's do that with E minor for a second, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. And remember, it's not this. Okay, because again, I'm stopping and starting and moving fast here and slow here. It's all got to be the same, okay? Now, so what I want you to do is just play the chords one after the other after the other. We gave you a little bit of a couple of examples on the sheet, okay? So, but you can put them together any way you like. Put them in any order, right? So you've got E minor, G, A, D. And you don't have to put it to a rhythm just yet, okay? But maybe you can just go E minor, G, A, D, and again. Or just take two of them, go back and forth between them, okay? But remember, the most of what you should be doing is going from one chord to another chord, okay? Now, finally, just some stuff for a little bit of fun, right? We had three little techniques, right? Three little techniques for lead guitar, okay? So lead guitar is when you're playing melodies, that kind of stuff, okay? So rhythm guitar is what we were just doing there, strumming chords, okay? So this is lead stuff. So the first thing is a pull-off, okay? So you can do this anywhere you like. So we'll do it on the 3rd fret here. Okay, that's it. You just hit it once, and then you get the next note by dragging or pulling your finger off of it. You don't lift it, you drag it off. Next one is a hammer-on. So this one, we're going to go do an open string, and then hammer on, right? So smack your finger down onto it, right? If you're too gentle, this will happen. See? So you really need to smack your finger down onto it. And then you could do a pull off, hammer on, pull off, hammer on, pull off, right? You don't even need the right hand to play. Okay, so plenty to be getting on with there, all right? So the main thing is the chords. Go from one chord to the next, to the next, to the next, again and again and again. Can't remember how many times I said you should do it, but a lot. It's 1,000, wasn't it? Okay, so chords over and over and over again, and then every now and then, oh, we forgot the slides too. So all it is, you just hit a note and keep the pressure on, right? You have to keep squeezing as you drag it up, right? Otherwise, if you let it go, that happens, okay? Okay, so enjoy, keep it up, and I'll see you next time.